6 reasons why the English like apologizing. It is no secret that English people like to use the word sorry a lot. Originally, it was used to express remorse or apologize for wrongdoing, but English people are using it for more, such as apologizing for bad weather and noisy restaurants, when you bump into them, when someone sneezes, when asking a question, when they are late, etc., etc. Basically everything and anything under the sun. A YouGov study found out that an average British apologizes 8 times a day, with 1 out of every 8 apologizing for up to 20 times a day. In the past hour or two, they have said sorry at least once. 36% of British people are more likely to apologize for another person's clumsiness compared to 24% of Americans. British even readily apologize for things out of their control. This study affirms a well-known fact: the English love saying sorry, probably as much as they love their tea. So what might be the reasons for this love? Number 1, to express empathy. They use sorry to acknowledge an unideal situation regardless of whether it's within their control or not. If it is raining, an Englishman would most likely start the conversation with, "I'm sorry about the rain." This habit of being empathic can be traced back to the first Anglo-Saxon speakers. Sorry was then used to show remorse and apologize for minor inconveniences. As English grew and evolved, the English people adopted this habit of saying sorry for minute inconveniences as a way of expressing empathy. Number 2, to get what you want. Saying sorry is a clever means of getting what you want. Apologizing to a stranger before asking for a favor warms their heart and makes them more receptive to giving you what you want. In fact, there is an experiment by Harvard Business School's Alison Wood Brooks backing this. A male actor approached a total of 65 people, 30 of whom were women, when it was raining and asked to use their phone. In the first group, he apologized for the rain before going ahead and borrowing their phone. In the second, he directly asked for their phone without any apology beforehand. 47% of individuals positively responded to him when he first apologized, compared to 9% when he didn't. He got what he wanted because he apologized for something that's clearly out of his control. This made him look trustworthy and humane, hence, people easily gave in to his request. Number 3, to foster trust. An English person is more likely to apologize before sitting next to you or asking a question. They will also readily apologize for harsh climatic conditions. Apologizing for circumstances you can't control, like bad weather, shows you understand someone else's perspective and how bad the situation is. It's like you are putting yourself in their shoes. It makes you look trustworthy and more approachable. An experiment was carried out where 178 students played a financial computer game located in different rooms. They were warned in advance that sometimes the computer would override their decisions. Students whose partners apologized when that happened were rated by their partners to be more trustworthy than those who didn't. Number 4, to soften awkward and confrontational interactions. Should an Englishman find himself in an awkward or otherwise confrontational situation, they are more likely to blurt out sorry than any other word. It's a reflex. In fact, if they hit a lamppost, they will apologize. It just comes naturally. One reason for this is to avoid an otherwise unfavorable interaction. Picture this: you are walking down the street. Accidentally, you bump into someone. Let's assume this individual is passive-aggressive, but then you immediately say, "I'm so sorry for bumping into you." Even if the person was going to give you a piece of his mind, they would probably rethink. Now, the English take this to another level. They will apologize even if you are the one who hit them. Kate Fox carried out an experiment for her book, Watching the English: The Hidden Rules of English Behavior, where she intentionally bumped into English people on the street. She found out that 80% of individuals apologized even though it clearly was Kate's own fault. The reason? To diffuse an otherwise awkward or confrontational social interaction. Number 5, because of their society. The English society, unlike America, embraces negative politeness. America's is positive politeness. Negative politeness states that interactions of social nature emphasizes boundaries. Positive politeness, on the other hand, values friendships and closeness over boundaries. If someone wants to borrow your phone in, say, a positive polite society, they would say something in the lines of, "Hey, my friend, how about you lending me your phone?" The person leverages on friendship when he says "my friend" to make the request. The same situation would unfold differently in a negative polite society like in England. That's because they approach situations cautiously to avoid confrontation and imposition. An English person would say something like, "Sorry, I was wondering if you could lend me your phone." Sorry and please are frequently used to caution their requests. Number 6, as a way of being polite. The English people pride themselves in their remarkably good manners and social etiquette. They are generally more polite than their European neighbors and Western counterparts. The only other country that comes close is Japan. Since saying sorry is considered a word showing politeness, they naturally say it more as a reflection of who they are. In conclusion, the English apologize more than anyone because they use sorry in contexts other people wouldn't. Next time you are in England, be prepared to hear more sorry than your ears are used to. If you enjoyed this video, do give a thumbs up, but if you didn't, I'm sorry.